So now we are going to hear some extremely confidential information. Please try to pay attention. This is so confidential, we should close the door. That's how confidential it is. No, it's all right. You can leave. I'm just saying. So I'm taking you back to the dawn of creation. Let's go back to the dawn of creation. Upon coming out of the lotus, Lord Brahma, being guided by divine potency, turned his mind to the act of creation under the impulse of previous impressions. But Lord Brahma could see nothing but darkness in all directions. Then the goddess of learning, Saraswati, the divine consort of the Supreme Lord, said unto Brahma, who could see nothing but gloom, O Brahma, I am now teaching you a mantra which will assuredly fulfill your heart's desire. Do you want to know what that mantra is? No? Please repeat. Kling Krishnaya Govindaya Gopi Jana Vallabhaya Swaha. So that was the mantra Lord Brahma was given by Saraswati. O Brahma, do thou practice spiritual association by means of this mantra, then all your desires will be fulfilled. Thus Brahma, being desirous of satisfying Govinda, everybody say, practiced the cultural acts for Krishna in Goloka. Krishna, who was the Lord of Shweta-dweep, and he did this for a long time. Then the highest of all Gayatri mantras, because there are so many, now the highest, the topmost, okay? Then the topmost of Gayatri mantras, which is the mother of the Vedas. So we just heard in the previous section, Veda Mata, right? But what's the mother of the Vedas? So it is this topmost Gayatri. And having been manifested by the divine sound of Sri Krishna's flute. So that's where this topmost Gayatri comes from. It comes from Krishna's flute. It entered the lotus mouth of Brahma, the self-born, through his 8 ear holes, because Brahma in our universe has 4 heads. Here is that topmost of Gayatri mantras. Are you ready? Klim Kamadevaya Vidmahe Pushpabanaya Dhimahi Tanno Nanga Prachodayat. Thus the lotus-born Brahma received this topmost Gayatri mantra, which had sprung from the song of Sri Krishna's flute. In this way, Brahma attained twice-born status. So that's Brahma's second initiation. Having been initiated by the supreme primal preceptor, Godhead himself, enlightened by that recollection of the Gayatri, which embodies the 3 Vedas, Brahma became acquainted with the expanse of the ocean of truth. Then Brahma worshipped Krishna, who is the essence of all the Vedas, with the hymn. So that is the Govindam Adi Purusham. All those prayers that are in the 5th chapter of the Brahma Samhita, That's what happened after Brahma got initiated. Prabhupada now has a comment. Srila Prabhupada ki. The vibration of Krishna's flute is the origin of all Vedic hymns. Lord Brahma, who was seated on a lotus flower, heard the sound vibration of Krishna's flute and was thereby initiated by that specific Gayatri mantra. So, I have said many times throughout the years, there is this one section in the Chaitanya Charitamrita where Prabhupada says, the gopis, they are the topmost yogis in meditation because they are always meditating on the sound of Krishna's flute. Now, we are not on the level of Lord Brahma or the gopis, unfortunately. But Prabhupada says we can follow in the footsteps of the gopis by always meditating on the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And when you chant that Hare Krishna Mahamantra perfectly, you will also hear the sound of Krishna's flute. So the question is asked, Prabhu, how long should I chant? Until you hear Krishna's flute. If you haven't heard Krishna's flute, keep on chanting. Everybody chant the Mahamantra. So I want to finish up. There's some more mothers I want to worship tonight. So this one is in the 11th canto. Premnam nuvritya shilene prashraya vanata sati Bhiya kriya chabhavagya bharatu sita haran mana. This is description of Mother Sita, another mother. Mother Sita was very submissive, faithful, shy, and chaste, just like all your wives, just like. And always understanding the attitude of her husband, just like your wives, I'm sure. Thus, by her character and her love and service, she completely attracted the mind of Lord who? Who? Very good. All right, we got some more mothers. This is one of my favorites. This is from Prabhupada's Hare Krishna mantra explanation. The three words, Hare, Krishna, and Rama, are the transcendental seeds of the Mahamantra. This chanting is a spiritual call for the Lord and His energy to give protection to the conditioned soul. So, we're always asked, why do we chant? We want protection, right? I want protection. So this is why. This chanting is exactly like the genuine cry of a child for its mother's presence. So, just to give you an idea, when a child wants its mother, Sri Sri Radharaman Bhagavan Ki Jai, when the child wants his mother, does it do this? Mom, mom, right? That's how we chant sometimes, right? Hare Krishna. No, when the child wants its mother, mother, right? It calls out, not that, mother, mother. So this kind of japa, come on. Chanting, Prabhupada, like the genuine cry, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So, in a few minutes, Shekhar is going to be our japa acharya. You got to get us to that point. We got to cry out to Krishna. Okay, so Mother Hara. So that's my favorite. Mother, everybody say Mother Hara. Helps the devotee to achieve the Lord Father's grace, and the Lord reveals Himself to the devotee who chants this Maha Mantra sincerely. We have a few more mothers. Oh, this one is for Kamlesh. He's going to love me for this. So Shankara Acharya, he has taught another mother. I didn't know this. I just found this out this week in my in-depth research. This is in Shankaracharya's glorification of Gita. O Bhagavad Gita, through thy 18 chapters, you shower upon man the immortal nectar of the wisdom of the absolute truth. O blessed Gita, by thee, Lord Krishna himself enlightened Arjuna. Afterward, the ancient sage Vyas included thee in the book Mahabharata. O loving mother. So Shankaracharya considers Bhagavad Gita a loving mother. You like that one, Kamlesh? You might want to keep that in, put that in your website. Loving mother, Gita. Destroyer of man's rebirth into the darkness of the material world. Upon thee I meditate. So Shankaracharya meditates on his mother, Bhagavad Gita. We have a few more. Stay with me. Oh, we heard in the first episode, the 7 mothers. The last one was Mother Earth. So this is from the Gopis, the night of the Rasa dance. After Krishna disappeared from the Gopis, and the Gopis were searching everywhere for Krishna, this is one of the things the Gopis said. O Mother Earth, what austerity did you perform to attain the touch of Lord Keshava's lotus feet, which has brought you such great joy that your bodily hairs are standing on end? In other words, the grass. The earth's hairs, the grass. So when Krishna would walk on the earth, the grass would become jubilant. You appear very beautiful in this condition. So was it during the Lord's current appearance that you acquired this ecstatic symptom? Or was it perhaps much earlier when he stepped upon you in his form of the dwarf Vamana? Because when Vamana Dev conquered, he pushed down on the earth with one foot, and with the second foot, he covered everything. But he pushed down on Mother Earth, which she accepted as great ecstasy. Or even earlier, when he embraced you in his form of Varaha. Because during the time of Hiranyaksha, Mother Earth had fallen into the Garbhodaka ocean. So Lord Varaha, he had tusks, and he dove into the Garbhodaka ocean, scooped up the earth in his tusks, and placed the earth on top of the Garbhodaka ocean, and then touched it with his hoof and gave it the ability to rest there for some time. So Mother Earth, Krishna walked, and didn't Lord Ramachandra walk on the earth? Yes. But according to the Gopis, Krishna's appearance, Vamana Dev, and Lord Varaha. I think I have one more. Are you ready for one more? Okay. I would be, how should I say, it would not be right without honoring Mother Durga. This is from, now, oh, listen to this. This is from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay? So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, the abode of the external energy is called Devi Dham, and its inhabitants are the conditioned souls. Welcome, welcome conditioned souls. Haribol. We're all conditioned souls. Its inhabitants are the conditioned souls. It is there that the material energy, Durga, resides with many opulent maid servants. So that's Lord Chaitanya, because what's happening is Lord Chaitanya is describing the various abodes, Krishna Loka, then this Loka, and he also talks about Devi Dham. So here's Prabhupada's purport, and it's perfect to end today. This purport is for all of us. We should all pay close attention to this purport. It's pertinent for all of us. Srila Prabhupada ki. You know, it's amazing how in one purport, Prabhupada can give you the gist of the Vedic science in one purport. Just one purport. Because one wants to enjoy the material energy, the conditioned soul is allowed to reside in Devi Dham, the external energy, where Goddess Durga carries out the orders of the Supreme Lord as Krishna's maidservant. So, I can show you in Bhagavatam, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Radharani, the gopis, the queens, they all consider themselves Krishna's maidservant. Durga Mata also considers herself Krishna's. She's not to be outdone. So in that sense, worshipable. She considers herself Krishna's maidservant. So now, why are we here? Because we want to enjoy. That's the only reason why we're here. We want to enjoy. As soon as you're no longer interested in enjoying the material world, where do you go? Spiritual world. But as long as I want to enjoy the material world, there's our mother. Let's continue with Prabhupada's purport. The material energy is called Jugal Lakshmi. This is the first time I remember seeing this when I did my research. Jugal, so everybody say. So we can now address her as Jugal Lakshmi. Because she protects the bewildered, conditioned souls. I don't know about you, but I am definitely bewildered. So Jugal Lakshmi is protecting me. Goddess Durga is therefore known as the material mother, and Lord Shiva, her husband, is known as the material father. Key word, material. Okay? Material. All right. Goddess Durga is so named because the material world is like a big fort where the conditioned soul is placed under her care. For material facilities, the conditioned soul tries to please Goddess Durga, and Mother Durga supplies all kinds of material facilities. Because of this, the conditioned souls are allured. See, this Prabhupada now is giving you now the key. So let's go back. For material facilities, the conditioned soul tries to please Goddess Durga. And Mother Durga supplies all kinds of material facilities. Because of this, the conditioned souls are allured and do not wish to leave the external energy. Please remember that. That is why very few people want to go back home, back to Godhead, because she does her service perfectly. And we go to her for material facilities. And what is the word? Allured. Consequently, they are continuously making plans to live here peacefully and happily. Such is the material world. But now we get my purport, the final. So, those who want to remain in the material world, Krishna gives you that facility. He says, okay, here you go. Worship Goddess Durga, Jugal Lakshmi. You'll get all material facilities, but you have to remain in Placentia. Now, when the day comes when you had enough of this material world, Then you say, oh, I would like to get out of this material world. I would like to go to the spiritual world. That is when you worship Radha Krishna through spiritual master, because we cannot worship them directly. We worship them through Guru Gauranga. That's why this temple is so nice. We have Jagal Lakshmi, we have Father Shambhu, we have Radha and Krishna, we have Guru, and we have Gauranga. So the only question remains, what you going to do? Do you want to stay here? Okay, Haribol. I don't know about you, but me, I've had enough. Enough of all the stuff that we see on TV every day. I want to go back home, back to Krishna, where I originally came from. I'm tired of wandering this place, that place. So if you're ready, if you want to go back home, back to Godhead, this is the best place, Namahat. We do this every week. Next week we're at your place. So if you want to go back home, back to Godhead, this is the right club. Everybody chant the Maha Mantra.